After I watched my friends in the Olympics, and I said, you know what? I said I could have been there with those guys. And you know, you always hear people saying, "I wish I had done this. I could have done this. I should have done this." And I said, you know what? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be there at the next Olympics, which is '92.
But you were going to be an old man in the boxing world by then.
But the regret would be harder to deal with than the black eye, and you know, right?
Yeah, you know, I said I'm willing to work hard. I don't mind. I want. This is what I want to do. And I set my sight on it, and you know what? I'm one of those guys, when I set my mind on something, I get out there and do it.
It's funny, though, because you say a lot of people told you were too old. What were you? You were going to be 22?
Yeah.
And in the world of boxing, that was just about retirement age, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you know, it's one of those things to go on to the next level after coming back from being off for over four years. You know, to come back and to think you're going to get back to the top of the scene, they're like, well, you know, you can't do it because you've been off for so long. But the truth of the matter was I was wrestling in high school, so I mean, I still like that one-on-one competition. So I was like, if I failed, it was me who failed. I couldn't blame my rest of my players on the team. It was myself I had to blame for lack of not working hard enough.
Well, you worked hard, and you certainly made it to the top. I mean, you can't go any farther than world champion at all when it gets down to it.
Until your own grill comes out.
Yeah, right.
Let me ask you, your brothers, can you clean their clocks, or do you still...
Well, I oftentimes hear that, like even with my brother Sid, who's actually got a gym in town as well, his own gym. People say to me, well, you know, who's the better fighter, yourself or your brother? And I said, you know, well, he's got his belt over there and I've got my 5 over here, so you decide for yourself who you think is better.
Yeah, but it's still mom and dad, you don't get in the way of, right?
You know?
Well, I mean, the story, when you read through your story, and that very inspirational, not just that you did it, but that you continue to do it and do different things now. And mentoring has become such a huge part of who Fitz the Whip is at this point. And I think that's probably stems back to people in your lives who are such great mentors for you, and it's like passing the torch now.
Yes, you know, like, I mean, Arnie Beam, who, God rest his soul, he was one of the coaches, you know, when I was at the Waterloo Club, and I trained out there, and I only started my own gym after he had passed away, but, you know, he was a big influence in my life, also with my trainer, Papa Joe, and, you know, when Arnie had passed away, that's when I decided to branch off and open my own gym, passed on the knowledge and the skills he'd given me. And my trainer, Papa Joe, like I said, you know, he'd passed away over 2 years ago now in September of cancer. And I said, you know, well, I need to write this and, you know, keep him alive, because he was a great inspiration for me, because without him, I wouldn't have been able to do this. It's like that poem you show, Footprints in the Stand, where you see one set of footprints going along, but it was Papa Joe was there with me, guiding me, showing me the way, and encouraging me, letting me know that I was able and capable of being a world champion. You know, when others told me I couldn't do it, he said, you can do it. It can be done. You know, you believe in yourself, I believe in you, together we're going to do it. And we walked up and we did it.
Because with hope it's possible. Right?
Very much so.
Isn't that right, Fitz? Well, we should let people know that along with training kids and boxing at the gym, you've also got some great programs, and your new one is Fit Box, the sessions that are kicking off this week. Yes,
it's kicking off on Thursday. Fit Box, the FIT stands for Females in Training. Females in Training Boxing, and it's a fitness conditioning program, and it targets the stomach and the glutes. So it's for women, and it's something that they want targeted and worked upon. So we specialize in that. And yeah, it's kicking off this Thursday at 7 o'clock at the gym. It's called the Whip Boxing Academy. Just don't mistake the gym. And yeah.
So it'll be great. So you can go online to Fitz's website. It's fitzthewhip.com. All of the information is there, and you can find out where you can get his book, The Whip, as well. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much, Susan.
Oh, my hand. Okay, we're back in just a moment. Stay with us.